during the gear swap, I have the cradle out, obviously. Decided to go with new upper and lower ball joints because it's time. Also replacing the tie rod ends. Figured I might as well go down this rabbit hole and do some Prothane bushings. Unfortunately, you have to reuse the metal inserts somehow. Only thing I can find is people just lighting them on fire. I don't like that idea too much. I'm sure the neighbors don't like it too much either. So, figure we're just gonna try a whole bunch of different methods and see which one's the best for grinding them off, cutting them off. I don't know yet. I'm just gonna throw the whole toolbox at it and see which one works. Since I'm not overly excited about doing this project, I hate doing bushings. I kind of decided to sell myself on it a little bit. Stock rubber is horribly flexible. I don't know if you can really tell or not, but I'm barely applying any pressure to it. I'm getting serious deflection. So I guess it's worth doing. And hopefully it isn't too awful much of a pain in the butt. But these things are either trashed or they're just garbage to begin with. Probably a little bit of both. So polys will definitely help it out. Seems like this rubber is actually pretty soft, so this should cut off nice and easy. Seems like every time I touch a sharp knife, I cut myself, so I'm going to be a little more careful this time. Yeah, it's just coming right off there. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be burning these bushings. I think we're just going to take a little time and cut it all off there. Make short work out of that rubber anyways. This might be a whole lot easier than I was expecting. I'm gonna give the ball joint service press a try. It's kind of wobbly because I got a really nice way to hold my camera. But hopefully this thing presses out pretty simple. Very soft. That is a heck of a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. Now, the fun part of just removing the rest of the rubber, and well, I've been dreading this for a long time for no reason, it looks like. Ended up finding that a different style razor knife makes a whole lot easier work out of it. You're just pretty much cutting it like a pie. And yeah, it just cuts all the way through, and not gonna be too awful big of a deal, I don't think. I got most of the rubber cut away. I'm gonna try just a regular old roll-lock disc. Shouldn't be too awful damaging to the aluminum underneath as long as you don't get too carried away. Short work of it. Wire wheel, angle grinder, definitely the way to go. Nice smooth finish. Takes about the same amount of time as the roll lock. I was finding with the roll lock, pretty much burn up one disc per bushing. So to save half a dozen discs, I figured we'd try something with different. This is the way to go. Quick, nice, clean, looks new. The new poly halves just push in by hand. I used a large pair of channel locks to push the aluminum sleeve in, but figured I'd do a comparison between the rubber and the new poly. It's just the screwdriver flexing now. I think this is gonna be a really nice upgrade. Hear a lot of the road race guys swear by this, especially in the front end. I'm just trying to keep the actual wheel from moving forward. I get enough deflection in these bushings that it rubbed my inner fender well with the tire actually. So definitely worth doing and really not difficult. Take your time, be careful with the sharp tools. What I did on this, actually set your alignment. You can see I put a permanent dot in the middle, and then I also tapped it with a chisel. So I'll probably get it aligned anyways. New bushings will probably throw things off a little bit, but I'll get both these pulled apart and we'll see how much different they are from the uppers. Figure to be consistent, we'll do the deflection test with the old screwdriver again, just to see how they compare to the uppers. That one's not doing anything. Whoa. Okay, that one's toast. What I ended up doing was trimming the rubber way down and finding this is actually a collared piece. Got my big channel locks on there. Worked her with a little bit of PB Blaster. And that solves that mystery. So other than the rubber being a heck of a lot harder, that's how you do it. Be careful, don't damage it. You need to reuse them. After breaking a couple razor blades on this rear bushing that's hard as a rock, found a handy little trick with this air saw. Make a start cut till you can get your pliers on it. And if you can grab it with your pliers. Just kind of peel it back like one of them Euros. This will save quite a bit of frustration and hand cramping. Not the funnest job, but ended up having to take a green grinding disc and just barely massage the edges to be able to get them into center to press in. Got both sides done. I ended up using a press to push in both of the polys into the control arm. Getting them back in to the cradle, it's not too awful bad. Use a lot of grease, helps out tremendously. Overall, not too bad of a project. Lowers a little harder than the uppers, but I think it's really going to pay off in the end. And get the gear swap done. I'll get a GoPro on the side of this thing, stand on it a couple times, see if I get any kind of wheel movement. Pretty sure my issue's probably done by now.